Ghidorah 1962 era, and the King of the Monsters has plenty of villains, from Mechagodzilla, Sky Again, to even Biollante. Godzilla's had his fair share of antagonists, but in 1964 his most iconic would appear, in Ghidorah, three-eyed monster. So let's look into the history of the original incarnation of King Ghidorah. In 1964, Toho released Mothra vs. Godzilla. This film was a big moment in kaiju history, because it was the first time Toho's various kaiju from two different films fought each other. The film was a success, and Toho was planning to release another film that year, this being Redbeard. But the film would be delayed, causing an issue in the release schedule for Toho, so needing a film to replace the hole that Redbeard caused. A new Godzilla film was set to be made. King Ghidorah's suit was modeled by Teizo Tsumichu. Meanwhile, the Yagi brothers handled the body. The designer of Ghidorah, though, is Akira Watanabe. The suit was quite heavy, seeing as the suit actor had to be leaning over while holding a crossbar just to hold himself up in the suit. This suit actor was Soichi Hirose, who though hasn't played in a lot of suit acting roles, I think it's easy to say Ghidorah was easily the hardest acting role in all of his career. The suit's necks all leaned forward, had horns on the heads that resembled a crown, and the suit had a nice golden finish for its color. But the suit wasn't always this color. Originally, King Ghidorah had a more rainbow-like finish. The suit used blue, yellow, and red to make up the colors of Ghidorah, but this wouldn't stick as the final colors for King Ghidorah. This is because someone on set had the idea for Ghidorah to be gold, due to Ghidorah coming from the planet Venus, which is the same color. AJ Tsuburaya, the special effects director for the film, liked this idea, so the colors were changed. Although there were various stories about why the colors were changed, I'm going with this one because I believe it's most likely what happened. The 1964 incarnation of King Ghidorah would be used again in the next film, Invasion of Aso Monster. The same suit was used once again with Soichi Hirose returning to play Ghidorah, though this would be the last time he did so. The suit's color was a darker gold, all the neck's lengths were extended, and the wings were bigger. Other than these changes, the suit stayed the same and went on to fight Godzilla and Rodan once again. King Ghidorah wouldn't be seen again for a few years after this, though he'd return in the film Destroy All Monsters. This film used the same suit that we've been discussing so far. The suit needed some repairs, so art assistant Zero Sosaki would paint the suit. Other than being repainted, scales would be added near the base of the wings, and the wings themselves would be replaced with new wings. Hirose didn't return to play Ghidorah in this film, so a new actor was needed, this being Susumu Yozumi. Susumu wouldn't return to play Ghidorah again, like Hirose did before him. Whereas Hirose played King Kong, King Ghidorah, and a lot of human characters in Toho's films, unfortunately Susumu only played Ghidorah once, with his other acting role for Toho being Batman in Latitude Zero. After Destroy All Monsters' release, King Ghidorah wouldn't be in another film for a few years until the release of Godzilla vs. Sky Again. This would be the final film in the show era to feature Ghidorah, and to perform the mighty alien was Kanta Ina. Ina would act in a few roles outside of Godzilla vs. Sky Again, but this film is his most well-known performance. Unfortunately though, Ina couldn't make much out of his performance as the Ghidorah suit was beaten up and had to be repaired. After all, at the time of Godzilla vs. Sky Again's release, this Ghidorah suit was in use for 8 years on and off. The most notable change to the suit was the new heads that were created for it. After the release of Godzilla vs. Sky Again, King Ghidorah would appear one last time in the show era, but not in the film. Zone Fighter is a 1973 television show created by Toho that lasted 26 episodes. Many kaiju were created for the show, but Toho put in a few of their own, those being Godzilla, Gigan, and King Ghidorah. Ghidorah appeared in 2 episodes, which were played by Aso Zushi. This would be the final time this King Ghidorah suit was ever used, and after its appearance in Zone Fighter, the suit was retired. After the retirement of the suit, the show of King Ghidorah wasn't seen for quite a while, though he would appear in quite a few video games stock footage. For the video games, Ghidorah would be seen in Godzilla vs. 3 Giant Monsters, Godzilla-kun, Godzilla Monster of Monsters, Godzilla-kun Great Monster March, Battle Soccer Champion of the Field, Godzilla 2 War of the Monsters, Godzilla Battle Legends, Godzilla, Godzilla Great Monster Battle, Godzilla Giant Monster March, Godzilla Trading Battle, Godzilla PS4 via the Kaiju Guide, Godzilla Kaiju Collection, Godzilla Defense Force, Godzilla Pinball, Fleet of Blue Flames as a costume, and finally, Minecraft. Now when it comes to stock footage of the show King Ghidorah, the films that would use stock footage were Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, Tale of Mechagodzilla, and Bye Bye Jupiter. But it's worth bringing up that stock footage was used in Godzilla vs. Sky Again as well, and the show King Ghidorah was also in Godzilla vs. Hedorah as a toy. And as of this reel's release, the latest appearance of the show King Ghidorah was in Godzilla Final Wars as a toy. Though if you want to be technical, his cackle was heard in Godzilla the Planet Eater, though that's more of an audio thing and less of a physical appearance. Now due to the suit being created in 1964, unfortunately time hasn't been kind to it, but that's not to say nothing has survived. In a 1993 magazine, many photos show off surviving Showa suits, and at the time, King Ghidorah was one of them. Now looking at these images from first glance, the suit doesn't look too bad, but there's one problem. This isn't the suit. Looking at the size of Ghidorah in these images compared to his surroundings, and even the person behind the ladder in the background, I think this is a flying prop. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but that's what I believe this is. So, if this is true, do any parts of the axle suit still exist? Although the suit is most likely long gone, the heads have thankfully survived. Now, I want to clarify something first. Many of you may have seen this Ghidorah head and thought that this is the surviving head, but you're wrong. This is actually a replica made by veteran kaiju suit maker Keizo Murase, who actually sculpted the original King Ghidorah. The only actual parts of the surviving Ghidorah suit that we know of are all the 3 heads from Godzilla Sky Again. So as of right now, we have a replica made by the original sculptor and 3 of the original heads still around, which is amazing if you ask me. King Ghidorah is an important piece of history, and he's actually part of Toho's Big 5 for the most popular kaiju. He is the arch-rival to Godzilla. He has fought various opponents throughout the years, and is so popular, every new era of Godzilla brings him back in a new film. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I apologize if I mispronounced any Japanese names. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Ghidorah 1962, signing off.